Here we go. Hi guys, I'm Chrissy, KFenFit on Instagram. I decided to start a YouTube channel and document my prep and everything leading up to Junior Nationals in June. It will be my first national bikini competition, and I wanted to kind of share the journey with you without over posting 47 times a day on Instagram. I don't even know where to start with this. I've never ever done a video like this. I don't even put videos really very often that I'm talking on Instagram. But I kind of thought that I would use this first video is just kind of an introduction, give you a background of my history and how I got into fitness and competing. Growing up, I was not an athlete. I didn't play any sports. I was never part of a team. I was never into anything active. And then my freshman year of college, I went off to a new state and a new place and an all-you-can-eat lunchroom buffet, and I ended up putting on 30 pounds. So I came home and 30 pounds heavier, needed to find some way to get into shape, so I started jogging. And I will never forget my very first run. I made it one block and then I had to walk. And slowly I got to the point where I could run a mile straight, and then I could make my 2-mile lap. And the first time I ran 5 miles, I was pretty sure I was an elite athlete at that point. And my running career evolved from there. In 2009, I ran my first half marathon in 2 hours and 30 minutes, and my goals at that point were just to be a better runner and to get lean and have that runner's physique where you're just like skinny little legs and just so lean and the six-pack. I mean, that was my goal. I ran to look good. And I ran probably almost a dozen half marathons over the next couple of years. My best time ever was an hour 53. That was my PR in Louisville, Kentucky. And then in 2012, I trained for a Tough Mudder with my brother and my best friend. And in order to do all of the obstacles, I was determined to complete every single obstacle. In order to do that, I knew I needed to build some strength. So we started, my best friend and I, training for this. We started doing a little bit of weightlifting, and it kind of went from there. After the Tough Mudder, I got on Instagram and started following some fitness girls and really got into like, oh, this weightlifting thing is cool. And I started to see how my body was changing from soft and not real muscular to all of a sudden I was lifting heavy weights, and I wasn't turning into a man. Oh my God. I was getting leaner and trimmed and toned and all of these things from lifting heavy, ladies. And then in January of 2015, so last year, I did Ashley Horner's Pipe Hitter, and that program really proved to me, like, changed my whole attitude toward myself and my confidence, and I realized, hey, I'm a badass. I can do this. And after that program was done, I hired my first coach, Lacey Stace, out of Ohio, and we prepped for my first bikini bodybuilding competition. And in September of last year, I did my very first NPC bodybuilding competition and ended up taking first in my novice class and going on to win novice overall and second in my open class. And I mean, I can't even describe the high that weekend gave me. I mean, I was so thrilled and humbled and floored to have done so well in my first competition, and it just sparked this fire, like, I want to do this all the time. I mean, it started out as a bucket list item. I mean, I was turning 30, don't tell anyone. So this was a bucket list for me, like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it now. I mean, we might as well just get it all out and just do it. And those who know me in real life know that I'm not super extroverted. Crowds terrify me. If I have to do public speaking, I will cry. I mean, I stand up there and my nerves get so worked up that I cry. I'm not sad, I'm just nervous. So to actually do a bodybuilding show and get on stage in front of all those people, I thought I would be so nervous and so scared, and I wasn't. I got out there and it's like, you have 10 seconds to show them how hard you've worked and what you've been working for and what you've accomplished. And you just go out there and give it all you've got. So I did a second show then in October of last year on the NPC North Star in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Burnsville, Minnesota, and ended up taking first place in my open class and giving a good battle for overall. I did not take overall. A friend of mine did, and she looked fantastic. And then we went into an off season. So I've been in off season now, putting on some gains for the last since October, and I'm with new coach now, Adam Bissick. He's out of the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, which is about 4 hours south of me. I live in northern Minnesota. And we have gotten to train together a few times. Most of our prep has been online and picture check-ins and all that. But I've been working together since November. That light over my shoulder is bad, sorry. I'll sit up straighter. We've been working together since November, and we are now prepping for Junior Nationals in Chicago in June. Oh my gosh. So I decided to start this YouTube channel just to kind of document that journey and share what I can, or I don't know even what all I'll post on here, but this is my first post. This is where I started. I started out not an athlete at all, and here I am at the age of 30 and I am chasing my dreams, and we are going to nationals. So please come along for the ride. Follow me. Feel free to follow me and ask any questions. I mean, you can always email me or direct message me on Instagram and ask questions. I love to help. And I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not certified in any of this, but I love to help share my experiences and share what I do know with other women who are just trying to better themselves. And my philosophy in this is that strong women build each other up. And I have met more strong and beautiful women through Instagram, through this journey, than I ever thought possible. And I want to continue to be a strong woman that builds others up. So here we go. This is my first video. Signing out. Or whatever the kids say. Thank you for watching.